is yet another chapter in this storied rivalry as India A are set to take on Pakistan A in this Group B clash in the DP World Asia Cup Rising Stars 2025 and is live from Doha. What's at stake? Well, points are at stake. India A walloped UAE in their opening encounter. Pakistan A did the same to Oman, and that's why they are at the top of the ranks. Top two teams will qualify for the semi-finals. Well, the toss in the middle was won by Pakistan, and Irfan Khan Niazi decided that he would field first. We were also informed that there will be no changes for the Indian team. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Priyansh Arya and Vaibhav Suryavanshi will walk out in the middle. Then will come the likes of Jitesh. Yes, indeed. There are a few cracks. Maninder Singh in the commentary box. Manipa, what an occasion. Especially for the likes of a young Vaibhav Suryavanshi.
I think for everybody, basically.
The poised to take on each other. Enjoy the show. Rather anticlimactic, the start.
Yeah, you could put it to pressure as well.
To take strike. Take two. High and wide. And a boundary of the first ball. That's how you lay down a marker.
I was just thinking, what does he think when he goes into bat? Because he's made a reputation for himself. Do I keep playing the game that I know? Or do I spend some time on the surface? There was room outside the off stump. Slashed it hard over the fielder. And that's an indication that he's going to play his natural game. This is what he knows.
Slashes at it. One more boundary. Perhaps not the intended direction, but effective yet enough.
Doesn't really matter. They say when you're going to slash it hard. So that even if you edge it, it goes over the fielders, and that is exactly what Vaibhav Suryavanshi did. He's a smart cricketer. He knows what he's doing. I don't want to praise him too much because so far, in the 3 days that I've been doing commentary, if I praise somebody, the opposite has happened. So I leave it there.
It's called the commentator's curse, Manipa. You're experienced enough to know that. Shortish. Not the sweetest of connections, but it still sails over the boundary. There will be a boundary check for it though. Eventually given 6. First, Ubaid with the second. Anywhere will do. Priyansh Arya gets his first boundary.
Both these batters have that attitude to go after the bowler. They lose their wicket at times doing that. But what I really like is that they carry on batting the way they know, which is very important. Outside edge, doesn't really matter how they come. It's T20 cricket.
Course correction. Glorious. Gorgeous.
He's got time. He's got time on hand. Picked it up so quickly. This is not an easy area to play shots. Again, a slower delivery. The batter is Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He knew exactly what was coming. He was ready for it. Look at that timing. Right from the meat.
Shahid Aziz is welcomed for his second over with a boundary. Priyansh Arya getting into the act as well.
Yeah, a similar fashion in the way these two batters bat. Wasn't much room outside the off stump. Look at him. Got into that position, opened the face of the blade. Played it in there. He knew where he...
Top edge. Into the Doha night sky. This could be the first scalp, and it is. Ahmed Daniel completes the catch. And Priyansh Arya is walking back.
Yeah, That's something you need to control. You can't get carried away. You've got all the shots in the world. You've got the capability of hitting good balls to the boundary as well. Didn't bounce as much. Was a slower delivery again. Well judged.
Recognizing that. Bullish. Picturesque. Absolutely picturesque.
Yeah, after playing that shot, he stayed there for a little bit for the photographers to take. The left-handers look so attractive when they're playing shots on the offside.
Hang it in the loop. Simply scintillating every time he's in the middle.
He'll be up against Daniel. What a shot. That went like a tracer bullet. Boundary of the first ball of the over.
Absolutely wonderful stroke that, making full use of the pace available on the ball. Ahmed Daniel coming in, trying to put an effort ball straight away. And on this pitch, the batters, they would love the pace on the ball. Just have a look at this, slicing it. Wasn't a bad line, but the batter creating room, moving towards the leg side, allowing his arms to...
Oh, what a shot. What a way to end the power play. And that brings up the 50 as well for India A. After the end of the power play, India A 50 for 1. Googly again, but on the shorter side, and will reach the fence for 4. Picked up the Googly really well, beating Sufyan Mukim in the deep.
Yeah, this is something that the Pakistan bowlers will need to avoid every over 3 or 4 good balls, and then they just let loose for a boundary, which is an easy one. Short and wide, pulling the Googly, and no problems there for Naman. It's a crucial ball.
And he goes big. Ruined the over with a maximum. A huge one from Namandir. 12 coming from it after 8. India A 68 for 1. Masood to continue. This time Vaibhav Suryavanshi joins the party. He's been quiet for a time now, but he is on song again.
Outstanding this. He's been making his observations, looking at the pace and the trajectory, getting used to it, and now finally he decides that it's time to go after the bowlers. And this one was asking for trouble. Although it was a googly, but it was pitched so close to the batter that it didn't matter where he wanted to hit it. Across the line, but the length was there. Ideal to... Slowly this pair creating an impact. Poor delivery once again. And the fielder not able to stop it. Another boundary. So momentum now shifting with the Indian batters. Runs are coming thick and fast.
He loves to play those sweeps, and Namandir making the most out of it. Not the best of deliveries, as you mentioned rightly. Nicely executed as well.
The best thing is that...
In the air, straight to the fielder. Masood strikes. Namandir is gone. A bit of aggression from the bowler. India lost their second. Big wicket for Pakistan A.
Important wicket this. Naman was going very well. Batting 35 of 20 he made. Striking the ball really well. And this was not the ball. Soft dismissal, I'll call it. The Pakistan team is very happy, ecstatic about the wicket. But Naman would feel hard done. That was not the ball to...
Comes in, gave away 12 in his first over. Then bowls that fuller. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is someone who's not going to hold back.
Yeah, you ball in his zone and you'll be smashed. There is no other way about it. As far as he's concerned, he's pretty clear. The bowler just needs to adjust his line and length. Every now and then, he's erred in them. Again, too full, asking to be hit. And a batter in such form, there's no chance of sparing such stuff.
Once again, boundary of the very first ball. Goes for that again. And he will clear that comfortably. These boys don't carry baggages. They carry belief.
Wonderfully put that. Very admirable, the kind of confidence that he's shown. And he's also shown very controlled aggression. very well-timed moves. He hasn't gone berserk because of his previous inning. He's just taken it as a new match, settled down and then gone after the bowlers. Great shot this. It wasn't very close to him. He picked the length.
This time, he goes aerial again. Oh, nicely taken in the end by Fike. But still, we need to check that, whether his foot touched the boundary rope or not. But at the moment, the Pakistani fielders are enjoying.
Yeah, the umpires will have a check whether the catch was taken cleanly and the foot didn't touch the skirting. The fielder seems pretty confident, but they always do.
Taking his time.
But his AC is not working. Out it is. A decision made on the basis of evidence. Nothing touching the skirtings. And Suryavanshi, after scoring an attractive 45 of 28, is gone. And it strings India 91 for 3.
Are still getting their eye in. He changed though. He takes the aerial route. Straight down the throat of long off. Maaz Sadakat does it once more. Jitesh Sharma goes walking.
Well, the change has worked for Pakistan. Shahid Aziz, who's been the change. And fans from Pakistan enjoying this. And what a spill this is turning out to be from Maaz Sadakat. He came into bowl, the previous over gave away 4 runs, built the pressure. His boundaries were dried up, and that was the reason probably, I think, Jitesh Sharma wanted to go for a big shot first ball. Couldn't get the timing right, but what a catch. Safely taken. And once again, it is Maaz Sadakat among wickets as Jitesh Sharma walks back after making 5. India A 101 for 4.
International Cricket Stadium. Googly. Beautifully bowled, and the finger goes up. After much pondering, Mahmood Khan says yes. Masood, you get that wicket. Ashutosh doesn't believe it.
Yeah, he's still thinking that the impact is outside the off stump, but Mahmood Khan Kharote from Afghanistan thinks otherwise. He thinks this googly is hitting off stump, and the impact is not outside the off stump. Let's have a look at that.
It is contentious. It is very contentious.
Well, Ashutosh does not open his account in this format yet, here at the Emerging Rising Star Asia Cup. And India A are 100 wonderful. The comeback from Pakistan has been. That's another good over that comes to an end. A bit of a hustle in between, but all well. At the end, 3 runs in a wicket in this over. After 14, it's 104 for 5.
Gone. Gone. Maaz Sadakat is the enforcer-in-chief for Pakistan A. Nehal Vadera may as well walk back towards the pavilion as he stepped out.
Seems like Maaz Sadakat thought like a batter. I want to start the over with a boundary, understanding that thing bowled it a little far from his reach. But Nehal Vadera had made his mind. He came down the track, nowhere close to the ball. And look at that. He comes down to the track, poor shot, and nicely done behind the wickets by the glovesman. Things are falling apart for India A. They lose their 4th in the last 29 deliveries. And Maaz Sadakat, Mohammad Ghazi Ghori, the wicketkeeper, doing the great work behind the wickets. Nehal Vadera.
Googly again, down the leg side, a poor delivery by Masood. Finishes the 16th over with a boundary. It's 121 for 6. Slower ball in the air. Wicketkeeper says mine. Takes the responsibility and takes it. Ubaid Shah was very good with the new ball. Just 20 runs in 3 overs. Comes back to the attack and dismisses Ramandeep.
I'm very impressed with Ubaid. He's got the speed, and when he bowls those slower deliveries, he certainly deceives the batters. That is exactly what he did with Ramandeep here. Yeah, slower delivery. The batter was expecting it to come quicker than that. That's brilliant bowling. What a comeback. After that start India A had, the bowlers have done a wonderful job. Taken full advantage of the serve.
Throw ball. Is it in the gap? And certainly it is. Danial bowling the slow ball into the pitch, and Harsh Dubey found the gap and timed it well.
He can bat. He's a left-arm spinner. He's got plenty of wickets behind him, but he's got plenty of runs as well. That was very short. Trying to bowl that slower delivery. Trying to do what Ubaid was doing.
But 140. Oh, cleaned him up. Short fine leg in place. Yash Thakur tried to be cute and loses his leg stump.
Now, what was he trying to do there, Yash Thakur? I think the coach is going to ask him that question. But good bowling by Danial. Bowling wicket to wicket is very important. That was a slower delivery again. Yash Thakur had decided what he's going to do. He wanted to play it towards fine leg. Has to go for 2. 1/3.
Try and capitalize. Good shot. Good shot. Mid off in the circle. As he's trying to go full. Wasn't the best of Yorkers, and Harsh Dubey crashes through mid off for a boundary.
Well, that was the answer to a question I was having in my mind, that why did he deny himself that single of the previous delivery? That's the answer. This is why. Because he knows, he's confident, he can get those boundaries that India need at the minute to get.
Picks it up, long on in place, and a good catch. Guess what? The fielder is Mas Sadakat. You cannot keep him off the game. Thought for a second Harsh Dubey got decent piece of the willow, but Shahid has the last laugh.
I thought he timed it well as well, but no, he didn't. Went straight to Sadakat. What a talented cricketer Sadakat is. Putting in all the effort, you could see that dust coming off the surface where the ball pitched. We saw in the game, the afternoon game, 155 chased just off the last ball of the 20th over. 90. Get me there.
Going for a Yorker and cleans it up. Tuya Sharma trying to give himself room, probably through play the offside. And Aziz with his pace, bowling it fuller, crashes to the leg stump. And India A all out, 136 in 19 overs.
And this is the first time in this edition a team's got all out. And this is the lowest score so far in this edition. Well bowled. Brilliant Yorker. This is what Maruf was talking about. Haven't seen many Yorkers coming. And realizing it's a low order batsman, it's a number 11 batter. Let's beat him with a Yorker.
Shahid Aziz, before he bowled the last over, it was 2 overs, 20 runs, 1 wicket. Last over, picked up a couple of wickets. Certainly fancied bowling.
A huddle, a moment of inspiration as Jitesh Sharma would look to rally his charges. It's all down to the bowlers now. How effective were the Pakistan bowlers in those middle overs? How they managed to bring things back. Perhaps you could take inspiration from that. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, when he got out at 45, it seemed like India A were poised for a big total. But then that collapse came. Like a cycle stand, when one cycle was kicked, everything fell apart. And so the chase begins. In his 22nd match with him, Mohammad Naeem. Plenty of experience in this format. His 119th match. Well, Gurjapneet was very effective in the previous match and has been handed the new ball. by Jitesh Sharma. Slower delivery, picked up. What a shot that is. Naeem.
Yeah, he's signaling that he has picked the slow one. And he's gone over square leg. This is one of the regions that he likes to go big at. And this time he had the length on his side. And yes, a slow one, which was well picked and timed. Got a couple of 50s in the PSL. This
Strays down leg and punished. Sadakat with his first boundary.
that should calm down both of these batters. They have a boundary each now, 6 to Naeem and 4 now to Sadakat. And yes, this time straying on the legs. And that's one place where it's mostly trouble in this format. With fine legs mostly up in the circle, anything on his right and left is bound to cross the ropes.
Not the best start by the Indian. One more time, but picked up. Read it as if it was a map that he created himself and set it straight back.
Yeah, you can't blame the bowlers in such a small total. They have to look to pick up wickets and they have to take chances. And the batters will get opportunities where they can hit the ball. And this was certainly one of them. Mars picking this up. It was fullish in length, had the room to free his arms. And that's exactly what he did. Down the ground. The safest place to play the shot.
Up in the air. It's got the elevation, but does it have the distance? And fielded there, or that seems to be the indication.
I don't think that the batter, Mars Sadakat, on this occasion picked up the googly because he went across the line, or maybe the fielder in the ring encouraged him to go. That he's done well. Kept it to 2 only. No. Have we seen some other replay?
This time he goes wide. This is definitely a boundary.
Short and wide, asking for trouble. Poor ball that. And Mars Sadakat waiting on it, putting it in the gap. Giving Pakistan and himself another boundary. Pakistan moved to 32.
This time he was ready. Did Gurjapneet become predictable in Mars Sadakat's eyes? You can see the relief on his face.
Yeah, with this boundary, the target is under 100 now. 38 for no loss into the 5th over. This one was well struck. You could clearly make out that the bowler was trying to bring the ball back in. So he used the angle wonderfully. Well picked up by the batter. Reacts to that.
Back of the hand, slower delivery. Wow! He's crashed it into the side screen.
Wonderful. He's ahead of the game at the moment. He's outthinking the bowler and the Indian team. Knowing that those two fielders were on the leg side, he knew the length would be a touch short. And the slow one gave him the time to come down and slam it over mid-on for a 6. Great batting this. Needs to continue. 44 without loss. Halfway through the 5th over.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Things are crumbling and crumbling fast for India A.
Pressure telling on the bowler at the moment. Trying to put in the extra effort ball. Straying in line, and Jitesh behind the stumps had no chance to cover this up.
Struggling to attack, slow ball over mid-on. One bounce to the boundary. Trying to maximize the power play, that's for sure.
Well, the idea is right. You gotta have to go hard at the targets when they are a smaller target, because you don't want to get trapped. And this is what has so far happened. 2 sixes and 6 fours inside the first 6 overs. Following the batter, made room for himself, Mohammad Naeem, known for his aggressive style of batting, and starts the over with the boundary.
Pressure on the bowler, very first ball when it goes through a boundary. The up. Nicely struck, but finds the fielder at mid-off.
Known for his aggressive style of batting and starts the over with the boundary.
Pressure on the bowler, very first ball when it goes through a boundary. The up. Nicely struck, but finds the fielder at mid-off. On the up. And this is a brilliant catch. It is Namandir. Exactly what India A wanted. A breakthrough somehow. They got it. Courtesy, a brilliant catch by Namandir.
Well, the joy, the eruption from the crowd tells you that this is the breakthrough that they were after. The opening partnership has been broken, and that has been for a brilliant catch. It is an amazing effort out there by Namandir. And once again, and bowled it full. Just a little link delivery and followed it nicely, kept his eye on it. Brilliant take, absolutely amazing.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. That got the crowd going, the Indian side of it. 55 for 1, 9 gone for 14 of 10.